Hello, Ryan Borden here, aka Loopline. In this video, we're going to cover a cool feature, at least I think it's cool, and the export URL list and export and split based on TLD. Now, what does that even mean? So a TLD is top level domain. That is, in this case, .org, in this case, .net, in this case, .com, .au, in this case, .com. So that's called a top level domain. So we can split those all out. This happens to be a mixed list of 98 URLs, and I can split those out and get a list of URLs that are all .org, all .net, and that sort of thing in separate setups. Now, I use this actually a lot. It's a really cool feature for me. I use contact form marketing to submit to contact forms to generate leads. I use it for, you could use it for email marketing. You could use it for a lot of different things. While you might want to have your domain split out, maybe to filter, maybe just to be able to use the different things and measure data. Doesn't matter. Whatever your reason is, you can go to export URL list and export split based on the TLD. Now, what does that actually look like? I have a folder here. I'm going to select it. It's doing the export. That's done. And let's look at the folder here. And here it is. So we have r.com.au, r.coms, r.nets, and r.orgs. So for instance, I do different marketing to .orgs as organizations than I do to other things. And so that's super helpful. So again, there's lots of ways you can use this. Now let me prepare just briefly a much larger list so you can see the impact here. So I've got a list here, and let's pop it in. And this is just a 100K list. You can see there's a bunch of different random stuff. Let's do this. And split based on TLD. And I'm going to stick it in just a whole new folder just so we can see what's going on here. That's going to take a second because it's got 100,000 URLs and it's trying to parse everyone based on the TLD. And we're going to go ahead and open the folder though. And here it is. And nothing's there yet because it's not done. It's doing everything in memory, and then we'll export all to file because that's more efficient. So I'm going to pause the video for just a moment while it does this. And that is done. It did take a moment because this is a fairly intensive task. I would not try to load in 20 million URLs and expect this to happen in 30 seconds. It is resource intensive. And so, but it works, so you can click it and get a cup of coffee and let it do its thing. We can see all the different ones here. We got ab.ca, abc.ca. That's Canadian domains. I think this is British Columbia, and this is probably Alberta. Doesn't really matter, but biz.text, blogspot.ca.text, ca.text, club, gov, me, org, store, xyz website. And so obviously there's a lot more TLDs than this, but this is ones I just happen to have in a file. If we open them, we can see these are all .sites. And so if you have something to market to specific top level domains, or whatever you're doing, if you're building links to specific ones and you want them from other specific ones, or you're doing market research, whatever you're doing, that is how you can split them, a list of URLs based on actual TLD. And if that doesn't make sense to you, it's separating basically. So if you have a big list of URLs, this will separate them out into individual files, text files of the TLD itself. And so that is how you can get a separated list. If you don't have Scrapebox, click the link up here now, or go to scrapebox.com and you can roll down here and pick up your copy. And if you miss it, it's in the video description down below. Thanks for watching this Scrapebox video. For more Scrapebox videos, click the subscribe button down below and then click the bell. And then check out these other great Scrapebox videos.